everybody. Welcome to another exciting tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to create a page chart inside Cinema4D. First, let's take a look on what we'll be creating. So let's get started. First of all, let's create a null. Then let's copy it 4 times. Let's create this one. Let's add this one here. Let's name this one v1, this one 1.1, and this one, let's name it 1. Let's name this one pay chart. Click on page chart and user data. Let's add a user data. Let's name this data the height. Shows float slider and the meters. The max, set the max to 100 meters. Now let's add another data. Name it radius. Let's shows float slider and meters, 100 meters to or 200. Let's add another data. Let's call it rounding float slider, and let's set the max meters, unit meters, and set the max to 5. Step change it to 0.1. Add another data, shows it the type to separator, clear the name. Add another data. Let's name it value 1, float slider %. Add another data, color 1. Let's show from the type, chose color, and they change the color to orange or brown. Add another data, change it to separator from the data type, separator line, this one too, check separator line. Add another data, value 2, float slider. Add another data, color 2, and choose color from the type. Here it shows green, maybe as you wish, it's not necessary. Let's add a separator here. Another separator, clear the name and check separator line. Add another data, value 3, slider %. Add another data, color 3, and choose color from the type. We're gonna put it blue. Okay, I think we done the user data for now. We're gonna just add 3 values, so if you need any other values, you must add them by yourself. It's only gonna take time if we add more than 3 values. So first, let's create a text from the lines here. Change the plane to XT, the height to 30. Let's add an extruder, drag the text in it, change the movement to 10. Let's add this extrude to V1. Now let's add a cylinder, change the radius and the height. Add this call it cylinder 1, add it to number 1. Okay, now we're gonna add some add an Xpresso to this V1. Right click on it and Xpresso. Let's drag the V chart here, null object V chart. Add value, click here, and user data value 1, and another value, the height, and the radius. Alright, let's first let's search here and add a range mapper. Drag it, range mapper. Change the input range to 0 to 1 and the output range to 0 to 100. Then let's add a constant. Okay, and let's add math function, and let's drag the text here. Click here, drag text here, or just click on basic properties or object properties and text. Okay, what we're gonna do now is just make this text show the value that we have in value 1 in user data. How are we gonna do that? Let's connect the range mapper with value 1 and with math input 1 and text, so it shows the value. But there is we need a value like this with this symbol, a percentage symbol. How are we gonna do that? Constant. Let's change it to string and add the symbol, percentage symbol. It's not working yet. It's not working yet. Let's go to math add, change it to the type of data type to string. Here we go. Now let's add a compare logic. Add a compare and grab the extrude here and the text here. So from the basic properties, click enabled, and text from the basic properties, click enabled. Connect these two guys here with the compare. So when the value is set to 0, the text must hide. We don't want to see the text at the value 0. So how are we going to do that? Using the compare, connect to value 1 and change it to this. Alright, I think it's on. Yes. Now let's add a math function here. Copy it. Change this one to math divide. Let's add v1 null v1 and grab the coordinates position y, connect it with the height, click on my divide, set input to 2. Now let's add math add here, and let's grab the extrude and coordinates position X. So when we change the height of the cylinder, the text must change and go up. When you change the radius, the text must go with the radius. Okay, this like this. This cylinder changing, but we didn't control the cylinder yet. So go at add and 20 here. Yes, 20. Good. Now click on cylinder, basic, go to use color and change it to automatic, and the extruder to change the use color to automatic. Now let's go and add another Xpresso cylinder. Let's drag page chart here, add color 1 and value 1. Let's add extrude here, enable, no, it's not enabled, but use color, sorry, display color, not use color, but display color. Yes, drag cylinder to enabled and display color. Let's add a CMP compare and logic. So the cylinder must hide when the value is 0, like the extruder. So we're gonna do this. Let's test the data. Yes, good. Now let's connect the color one to display color of the extrude and display color of cylinder. We got this. Nice. Now I think we finished this. Let's copy it. Change the name to 2, 3, 2.2 and V2, extruder 2, text 2, cylinder 2. With this one, 3.3, 3, V3, extruder 3, text 3, cylinder 3. Nice. Now let's change the values inside Xpresso. Change the color 1 and value 1 by color 2 and value 2. Color 2, value 2. Let's connect color 2 to these two guys here. And value 2 to this one. Let's remove these two guys. Save to the V2 and replace value 1 by value 2. Alright, go to value 3, V3, and replace value 1 by value 3. Sorry. Go here, replace color 1 and value 1 by color 3 and value 3. And color 3, this one. Okay, I think we are good. Yes, we are good. Now what we are going to do is make the cylinder moves like the value, make the cylinder slice like the value. Let's select these 3 cylinders here. Enable the fillet and the slice. Okay. Now let's add a control to cylinder. Right click on page chart and add an Xpresso tag. Another one. Drag page chart here. Let's add the 3 values from user data. 2 and value 3. Let's add a range mapper. This range mapper will be input will be user defined and the output will be degree 1 to 360 and degrees 360 degrees. Let's connect this one here. Let's add a constant and let's drag cylinder 1. Let's go on the black area, click on it and go to slice, add from value and 2 value, and here 2 value. Drag cylinder 2 and do the same like the cylinder 1. And cylinder 3, same from 2 and 2. What we're gonna do now, the cylinder 1 slice, we are talking about the slice here. I'm talking about the slice. The cylinder 1 must its slice must start from 0. We're gonna give it to constant or send a signal to the cylinder to start from 0. And where it ends, we decide where it ends by value 1. Okay. And the cylinder 2, it starts from the end of cylinder 1. And let's add a range mapper again. Change the output to degrees, connect it. Let's add a math add let's connect the math add input from the range mapper for the value of the value 1 and the input 2 for range mapper of the value 2, and the output goes to 2. So we're gonna decide where it ends, just like this. Let's copy this math add. Let's add a range mapper, another one, change it to degrees, and then connect the value 3. So the input will come from range mapper, or no, the output of the math, and then input 2 will come from the range mapper of the value 3. So the cylinder 3 will start from the end of cylinder 2 and it will end where we decide. Let's test this. As you can see, every value is good. Now let's add something for the height, radius and rounding. Let's go back to this one here. Let's add a page chart, another one, copy it, by holding Control and drag it here. Let's add the user data rounding here, user data, the height, user data, radius, and rounding. We create two pchart nodes because we cannot add two values of rounding inside one. Let's add a math and copy this one. That will be good. Connect the value 1 to here and the value 2 here, and add another input connected with the high. Alright, let's drag cylinders, 3 cylinders. What we're gonna add in the values: object properties and height, object properties and radius, and caps, fillet, radius. Same to cylinder 2, caps, fillet, radius, height, radius, fillet, radius. Let's connect the height to rounding, and height, and the radius to radius, and the fillet radius to rounding. Okay, I think we are controlling everything now. So the text is moving just fine. Now we have a problem. We change the values, the cylinder slices, but the text doesn't move. How are we gonna fix that? Let's go back to our Xpresso tag. Let's add a math, copy this math, change it to divide. The input will come from range mapper of the value 2. And let's add a math add. The first input will come from a divide, and the second will come from the end of cylinder 2, and it will control the V 2.2, yes, rotation, coordinates, rotation H, as you can see. Change my divide to, give it to in the input. Now let's add another math divide. Math divide, its input will come from the end of cylinder 1, of course, and let's add 1.1 no object, and coordinates rotation H. As you can see, connected here. Let's add another math divide. Math divide, its input will come from range mapper of the value 3, sorry, and let's add a math add. The input will come from a divide, and the second input will come from the cylinder, the end of cylinder 2. Okay, and we'll control the rotation 3.3 rotation H, coordinates rotation H. As you can see, the text took its place. And you can see their places. Good. Now we have another problem. All the values will occupy the 100%. So how are we gonna fix that? Just by adding another Xpresso tag, drag in the pay chart here. Let's add a pay chart, value 1 from the user data and value 2, value 3 also. Let's add a math add. After that, let's add a compare from the logic. Now let's we have 3 values. Let's add 3 inputs, connect the inputs, and then connect it with the input of the compare. Now let's add another pay chart from the null object. Let's add in the 3 values. The red value receive the signal and send the signal, and the blue value receives the signal. Let's add a freeze function that's gonna freeze the values in 100. So let's copy them because we have 3 values. Let's connect value with value 1 and value the freezer 2 with value 2 and value freezer 3 with value 3. Let's connect compare output with 3 freezers. And let's connect them with the value in the input of the chart. Now let's test. Nothing has happened. Let's go back, go to compare, change it to bigger and or equal. I don't know how to call that, but nothing is happening. Let's go back again and let's change the input to 1.001, and now we have a result. We have a result. Let's go 50, 25 and 25 to see if it works. No value gonna cross this the total of 100, if you can understand what I mean. This is cool. If you wanna add this, make them move like this, explode the segments, I mean, add a control to explode the segments whenever you want. Go back to our freezer and add a pay chart, Xpresso tab. But before that, let's go back to pay chart, user data, and add another user data. Call it explode segment, and change it to float slider and meters. Set max to 100 centimeters and add it there. Add another data, add it before the explode segments, clear the name, change it to separator, check separator line. Okay, we have a data now. Let's go back to the Xpresso tab, add the data explode segments. Now go add the V1, sorry, v1, v2, v3, coordinates position and then position x. Oh, what the fuck? All right, the same to v2 coordinates position x and coordinates position x. Connect them to explode segments. Now let's test. Yeah, the text moves, but the cylinders won't move. What we're gonna do, right click, character tags, and then constraint, click on it, enable PSR, go to PSR tab, to constraint, disable position Y. Now go and disable rotation, select the target V1. Okay, copy this constraint to other cylinder 2, another one to cylinder 3, change the target of the cylinder 2 to V2 and the target of cylinder 3 to V3. Here we go, we have this now. As you can see, it's working just fine. As you can see, now I think the tutorial, let's change color to see if it works or not. Yeah, as you can see, it's just perfect. Nothing is bad. Nothing is bad. Now I think the tutorial is finished. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. The tutorial files will be available to download in the description. I'm gonna find the link there. If you like the video, hit subscribe and put a comment. If you can support me on Patreon, that will be appreciated. See you soon, and thanks for watching.